How's it going, everybody? This is going to be a quick video on an update of some developments we've had in the Miller v. Becerra case, also known as the Freedom Week 2.0 case, as well as the Rhode v. Becerra case, commonly referred to as the Ammo Day case. So let's get into it. But real quick before we jump into this video, if you think that an assault weapons ban and an ammo ban is unconstitutional and violates the Second Amendment, go ahead and hit that like button. Also, I want to thank one of the main supporters of this channel, USCCA. USCCA provides legal protection / carrier insurance for patriots like me and you. So if you're interested in a product like that, you can find a link to USCCA down in the comment section. So let's do a quick summary of Miller v. Becerra and Rhode v. Becerra, just so someone who's coming to this brand new has some sort of concept about what exactly these cases are, what's going on in California. I have more comprehensive videos on my channel, and so if you want a more comprehensive overview of all that's going on with these cases and the statutes that are in place, all of that, you can find those somewhere in my videos. So Miller v. Becerra is commonly referred to as Freedom Week 2.0. And why it's called Freedom Week 2.0 is kind of a play on words of Duncan v. Becerra, which had to do with magazine capacity cases, which was heard by the Honorable Roger T. Benitez, also known as Saint Benitez. And in that case, he pretty much put an injunction on some language here in the state of California, which allowed for a week period of time, me and you and other residents in the state of California to be able to go purchase what California deemed as large capacity magazines. So Freedom Week 2.0 or Freedom Week 2 is a play on that. Now it's a little bit different because the reason why it started to be called Freedom Week 2 is because we were all anticipating that since this case, which is Miller v. Becerra, has to do with a challenge to the assault weapons ban language here in the state of California. This case is also going to be heard by that same judge, Roger T. Benitez. And it was supposed to be heard multiple times, I believe in December, January, February, March. Most recently, I think it was scheduled to be heard in March. We were all anticipating that we were going to get a favorable ruling because that has been Judge Benitez's track record because he has been an ally to the Second Amendment. So people started calling it Freedom Week 2.0. We are anticipating that case, but then all of a sudden, the virus hit and put a complete halt on all process in this specific case, all kinds of other cases, just general court cases. Everything got put on halt. As a result of this, the date for the court hearing was pushed back once again. So as of right now, we don't have a court date for when this case is supposed to be heard. And for a long time, we had no movement on this case. We had no idea what was going to happen. But as of yesterday, August 3rd, we actually got a little bit of movement on this case, which is a good sign that things probably are going to start ramping up. What Judge Benitez actually did recently, as of August 3rd, is he shot down the amicus briefs for Everytown for gun safety and also the Giffords Law Center. So if you're not familiar with an amicus brief or amicus curiae brief, what that is it's a Latin term for friends of the court. And what it is a mechanism for some person who is a non-party or an organization that is a non-party, so they're not specifically stated in the lawsuit. It is a mechanism for a non-party to actually interject and provide additional information to the court and advocate for one side or another. We see this happen almost in every single Second Amendment case that we have here in the state and on the federal level in the Ninth Circuit or in the district courts. This happens all the time where various organizations will put forward amicus briefs for one side or another. Usually Giffords Law and Everytown are the side that are trying to push forward some sort of gun ban. And then what we see a lot on our side is that we see, Firearms Policy Coalition, CRPA, the NRA, various other organizations will put forward amicus briefs on behalf of shooting down the gun ban or the Second Amendment restriction, whatever it is. So this is nothing new and it happens in almost every case. So here in Miller v. Becerra, Judge Benitez actually issued an order, and what he said is that the Attorney General's office is perfectly capable of handling this case on their own. He doesn't need additional information to help support the Attorney General's office here in the state of California. They don't need help from Everytown. They don't need help from Giffords Law. So he went ahead and denied their request for an amicus brief or to submit an amicus brief on behalf of the state of California. I know a lot of people got excited about this, but it's not necessarily anything new. If you go and look at the record in Rhode v. Becerra, which we're going to talk about later, Rhode v. Becerra, Judge Benitez did the same thing when that case was in front of him. Again, it was the same movements. It was Giffords Law in Everytown, and it's pretty much the identical rationale that he used in Rhode that he used in Miller, saying that the Attorney General's office is perfectly capable of handling this case on their own. So they don't need additional support, or the court doesn't need additional information to help support the Attorney General's case. Why this is good is because now we have some sort of like significant movement on this case, and we can look forward to Judge Benitez and the court setting an actual date to hear the case. The next thing I want to address real quick is the Rhode v. Becerra case, which is the ammo ban case or the ammo day case, which a lot of you are probably familiar with. This is different from Miller v. Becerra because this is before the Ninth Circuit. Rhode v. Becerra was heard by Judge Benitez, led to ammo day. There was a movement by the Attorney General's office to go ahead and almost immediately seek an appeal from the Ninth Circuit. Ninth Circuit issued a stay, which led to just a single day where we were able to go and purchase ammunition online directly to our doors, stuff like that from online sellers. So that's why we called it Ammo Day. Again, I have a comprehensive video on my channel if you want more nuance on what exactly went on in that specific scenario. This case is before the Ninth Circuit, and we are still waiting for them to set a date and hear oral arguments on this specific issue of California's prohibition on the online purchase of ammunition and all the nuanced stuff that goes on with ammunition, along with the background checks, all those additional restrictions that we have currently on ammunition here in the state. Again, as of yesterday, we got some additional movement on Rhode v. Becerra, specifically what you can see in the filing section. If you go to Michelle and Associates website, because they are handling Rhode v. Becerra, you can see as of 8/3/2020, there's a docket entry, and pretty much what it says is that they're going to be setting trial dates for this, and they are targeting November of 2020 or the 2 subsequent months. So that is what we will be like looking forward to as far as the actual trial setting. Now, does that mean that they are going to hear it in November? Does that mean they're going to hear it in December or January of 2021? Not necessarily. It just means that they are looking at those specific months. If it works with both sides' calendars, then they will set it for one of those specific months, but it could be further out. And a lot of the times with court cases and setting hearing dates, one party might actually want to set it out further, and so they'll say they have some sort of conflict to push it out further, and that just strategically helps you prepare, give more time, really get your ducks in a row before you hear a controversial case like this or present a controversial case like this. And that might be the strategy of the Attorney General's office here, because recently in Duncan v. Becerra, they had oral arguments in before the Ninth Circuit on that case, and it didn't appear to go specifically their way. The Attorney General's office's representative got a lot of pushback from the 3-judge panel on that specific case, so they might want more time to prepare and really get their arguments locked in before they go before the Ninth Circuit, because the Ninth Circuit may not be as friendly anymore as the Attorney General's office is used to. But it is good news that there is some sort of movement, especially in the Miller v. Becerra case, that at least we got some sort of order by Judge Benitez, which means he is active on this case. It's not just sitting on a shelf. Definitely, if there's any more significant movement on this, I'll keep you guys updated. I always try to update you guys on anything significant that happens, or when we get updates on any of these cases, I try to let you guys know. If you like this video and would like to support the channel, one of the best ways to do that is to join the Patreon page, and I'll go ahead and put a link to the Patreon down below. But another way, if you just want to support the channel, you can use the various affiliate links down the details, and just like, commenting, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell really helps the channel, helps the analytics, and helps spread the word of the Second Amendment, not only in the state of California, but nationwide. So as always, thanks you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and never forget, this nation was built by armed scholars, and this nation will be maintained by armed scholars.